The groundbreaking will happen Thursday morning. Then give us a projected timeline for what is expected to happen to transform the old library into the new home for the culinary program.
Yeah, it's going to be somewhere between 16 and 18 months if all goes well. Again, you never know with historic projects. We don't think there's any major surprises in there with all the preliminary engineering study that has been done, but you just never know when you're knocking down walls in an old structure. What you might find. But it'll be about 16 to 18 months, and a lot depends right now on both the private fundraising that our foundation will do and those historic tax credits, because the only place we can put any addition whatsoever is off the rear, where there is currently an old addition that has to come down. The other three sides are historically protected, as well they should be, that you can see from the street. The current plan is to put a small addition in the back there to handle the complicated HVAC you have to have for a culinary program, as well as some additional culinary facilities we'd like to have in there. So given that all the money comes together, particularly those historic tax credits and the new addition, we're looking at about 18 months for opening.
As far as the initial size of the program, how many students do you anticipate at the beginning?
At the beginning, we're looking somewhere. Well, you admit a first-year class, and we're a two-year associate degree school. So you're looking at 50 or 75 in the first year, and 50 or 75 in the second year, and you have part-time students that come in. So we're looking at around 150 to get the program fully off the ground. And then, if it's as popular as we think it is, and most culinary programs are across the country, especially those offered by community colleges, we could double that, over, say, a 5-year period by, growing into evening weekend programs and all that. And then you have special events that we will host in there at times, and also community. Just come in and learn French cooking or Asian cooking or fusion, cooking or what have you, just for people who want to come in and learn cooking for the fun of it. It will be additional traffic in there.
One of the issues we've discussed in the past, will there be sufficient parking, especially for special events? And I know that's been one of the things that needed to be addressed, to make sure that parking will be accessible and sufficient.
Yes, no question. One of the bumps in the road, no pun intended, was the Holly Street ramp, coming down. We hadn't planned on that originally, being only a block away. We've gone from 300 spaces to 100 spaces there when it finally reopens as a surface lot. So that was a bump in the road for the project, but we've got a lot of parking going up around the incubator, which is a half a block away to the rear. All new parking there. There's a whole addendum lot actually going in behind the incubator, where we're partnered with the university. And also, we've been part of the plans with Security Mutual as they expand their parking out to the rear there. And of course, in the evenings, we've got option for lots of parking for special events. So the evening isn't as much of an issue as it is during the day for parking in the area. But we're hopeful that as Security Mutual advances its plans as our closest neighbor, about 5 feet away, and with the additional parking that will be there at the new incubator, that we'll have plenty of parking during the day.
An exciting time for SUNY Broome Community College, and we certainly will keep our listeners posted about this project and certainly many of the other initiatives that are coming up in the months and years ahead.
Yeah, we're going full circle. We started downtown in the old armory that unfortunately burned down many years ago, and now we're moving back downtown.